Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties. This should be good to go now. I accidentally forgot to make the video public, number one, and then my Wi-Fi cut out. So I got a little intro music going here. I stole it off of YouTube, and so it's kind of add a little flair to the show. More and more people watch it every night, and so I think this is one of the late show introductions, and so I decided just borrow it so we can get going. All right, before we get started, I got contacted today by my good friend Erin Greenwood. She's a world-renowned author, animal advocate, excellent writer, and a couple of her books that I've read before. She's got Save the Enemy and then this Tropical Depression. These are both really good books. Well, she has a book coming out April 17th called Your Robot Dog Will Die. So she's actually going to be coming on the show either this weekend or early next week. So we're going to have an author and an animal lover and somebody that shares a lot of the values that I do when it comes to these type of dogs. So next week, I don't know what night she's going to be on, but we are actually going to have an author. And she's an amazing woman, and we're going to be talking about her book, Your Robot Dog Will Die. It's coming out on April 17th. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also tomorrow night, Aubie Live will be coming from Cleveland Hopkins Airport, where I'll be picking up 3 kittens from Puerto Rico. So we'll get to see that. Sunday, special 5 o'clock edition with my grandma. And other than that, that's what the schedule is. For tonight, we're going to have Mika. And then we're going to start off with Zane. So we're going to bring Zane's mom, foster mom, soon to be adopt mom, Michaela, on. And she's going to talk a little bit about how Zane's doing. And then after that, we're going to go over to Caitlin, and she's going to give us an update on Envy. So things are a little bit different here. I've started the broadcast in landscape mode, which means that your phone needs to be sideways. And the reason that I'm doing that is because when I bring a guest on, instead of them being up in the corner, it's actually going to give us equal screen space. So I'm going to go ahead right now and invite Michaela, and we're going to get her on with Zane, and she's going to tell us how Zane's doing, and she's going to give us an idea of what time she's going to be finalizing his adoption tomorrow, and so forth. So just let me add her real quick, and then also I'm going to switch the camera over to Mika, because nobody wants to see me. So let me add Michaela real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't get Michaela on here. I'm assuming that she's on her phone. Let me see here. Hold on one second. There's always little bits of, let's see. Here we go. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move over to one side in this screen. It's going to be really cool. And she's going to be on the other. So we're connected now. So there we go. So Michaela's over there. Michaela, can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
Hi. How is Zane doing?
Good. He's doing good.
I see he's sleeping next to you.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, Zane. Hey, beautiful. So in case you're new to this, this is Zane, and he's with his foster mom, Michaela, and his foster sister, Zoe. I picked Zane up, I don't know, around a little over a week ago, possibly even, I don't know, 10 days. from a home in Warren. Not in the best of shape, heartworm positive, scars from hot grease being poured on his back. Took him up to One of a Kind Pets in Akron. They vetted him right away. And I said, I'm going to foster this dog and help find him a home. And thankfully, Michaela had been following me since Serenity May. And she decided that she would like to foster Zane. We did a meet and greet up at the Canine Campus in Hubbard, Ohio. Zane did amazing. And so she fostered him, and she's actually going to be going up tomorrow to do what, Michaela?
Adopt him. Yes.
So you're going to be officially adopting Zane tomorrow.
Yes.
So,
The fostering was just a technicality, just to make sure that these two would get along. And for some reason, she is giving him a bath right now.
oh.
Yeah.
He looks amazing. He looks happy. I'm so glad that this was able to work out. It just he's so beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And since we've got Zane on the screen, well, we should have Mika on the screen as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
Hi, Mika.
So we've got Mika on my left. We've got Zane on my right. Both of these dogs have been in my bed. They've been in my bedroom. They were amazing dogs, and I did the best that I could with Zane. He stayed upstairs with me, and he just wowed the world with his good looks and charms, and lots of people enjoyed watching him rest on the bed and run around the bedroom. And he's going to be officially adopted tomorrow. And on my left is Mika from Girard. She got kicked out of her city, and so she's here with me. And I've got some good news about Mika, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's get back to Zane. So Zane, that's his sister Zoe, right?
Yes.
Can we see Zoe?
Yeah.
Hey, Zoe. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see her. Hey, Zoe.
It's easier. It's better lighting this way. Zozo, come up here. Come here, baby.
So that's Zane's sister, Zoe. And then where'd Zane go?
He's right here.
Okay. There he goes. How are his allergies?
Well, they seem to be okay with the Benadryl. He's doing a little bit of itching, but I don't know when his last flea treatment was, and I did find a flea in the bed the other day, so we're gonna figure all that out tomorrow and get that all taken care of.
Well, so. he looks so content with you.
Yeah, he's a very big cuddle bug.
He's absolutely gorgeous. Does he ask about me ever?
Yeah. It depends on his mood, but sometimes I play your live videos so he can hear your voice. He does not like the other dogs barking. Him and Zoe get a little worked up, so I have to kind of preview the videos a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I play your voice, and when you and I talk about setting up for these videos, I always put you on speakerphone so he can hear you. And yeah.
That's amazing. There he is, the patented opening the mouth yawn. Yeah. There's his sister Zoe. She's photo bombing.
Yeah, she's very. I don't know why she's doing this right now. She's inspecting him thoroughly. She she tends to, if I clean his ears or do anything like put on his thunder shirt, which he is wearing so everyone could see it tonight.
So
I
he's got,
left it on. He's got
that
his
helps
thunder
with his
shirt
anxiety.
and his harness on.
Oh, that's
I don't
nice.
like, yeah, I don't like to leave them on all day, but since Jason asked me earlier to come on live and he loves wearing them, I figured he could wear them till after the show. So, um,
Zane.
this way, this way. Jason is this way. He never can quite figure out where your voice is coming from.
Zane.
Same. This way. Look. He's this way. He's this way. He just yawned at you. That's not coming
Um,
from me, buddy. That's Jason. That's Daddy. Yeah. He's looking at me like I don't understand why you sound like Daddy.
Somebody said that his chin looks red. Is it irritated?
Um, I guess it does look a little red.
So
Um,
when you let's see.
mm,
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a little minor irritation. So when you're up at One of a Kind tomorrow, when they're checking
yeah,
them
I
out, they'll.
I have a big list of questions for them, so I will add that to it. But I mean, sometimes he likes to rub his head on stuff, so
Well,
that could very well be it.
he looks amazing.
Thank
Let's
you.
see if there's any questions for you. Let's see. So if you have any questions for Miss Shayla, you can ask her now. If I can, I got to get all the way to the bottom of the comments. So, let's see. Dawn Swaite says, "Hi, hello, Zane and Zoe. We love you."
Oh,
Somebody's saying
thank
hi to
you.
Mika. Kristen Kenyon just joined in, and Mika. So I guess I have a question. How has Zane done when you've had to leave the house?
Um, well, I have not left him without Zoe, but Jason, you were right. The bedroom is better. Um, um, the first time I left them, they were both on the bed, but and then earlier today when I left them for a shorter time, Zane was whining when I left and whining when I came back, but it turned out he had to go POTTY. I have not picked up on all his signals yet, and he had to go number 2, which he'd only gone once when he first got here in the middle of the night, and then hadn't gone for a couple days. And then it turns out he only will do that in my backyard, which I don't usually go back there because of some of the neighbor dogs. But
Oh, that's interesting.
with Zane, we go back there to do that. And he only likes to go number 1 in the front trees. So with Zane, we kind of have to figure out what he wants to do and where he wants to go. So he's very particular.
So somebody
But
asked the question, is Zoe jealous of Zane?
no,
Oh, good.
no,
Um,
no.
I can't see Zane. I just see the back of him now. There he is. You know what you could do, Michelle, is you could take it off of selfie mode, and then you could actually film them on the bed. Just flip the camera, and that way everybody can see him. And
He's so close to me. It's kind of.
will he let you get up?
Uh, Let me get a better light.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
So there he is. Where's Zoe at?
Zozo,
Up
get up
and
there.
there's Zoe.
Come on. Get up there with Zane.
Somebody asked the question, why do I only do my videos from my bedroom? I don't always do them from my bedroom, but when I have new dogs in the home that I've not introduced to my other dogs, then they stay up here, and obviously they go outside and go for walks and stuff. But I'm not ready to introduce them to the dogs, so that's why we're filming Mika from my room tonight. I think last night or the night before I was with the cats, so kind of move around. So that's a
And
thunder shirt. That's a thunder shirt that he's wearing.
yes, that's his Thunder shirt. I tried a T-shirt on him when I first got him here. It was one of my first dog Scrappy's shirt. It was a little loose on him, and he did not like that. But the Thunder shirts are made to be snug and comforting, and you introduce it to him with a treat placed on top of it like a plate, and then they see that as a like a good thing, and he's very excited about it whenever I pull it out, just like the harness and just like the leash. That's one of the hardest things I have to do is keep him calm whenever I go to take him out or put his shirt and harness on, because he starts jumping and bouncing and getting very worked up. So yeah, he's very
I, I
happy.
I see a tail shadow. There it is. Oh, so that's Zane's sister Zoe, and she can't wait for her older brother to be off of bed rest, and so they can actually run around and play and go for walks, go to the dog park. So somebody
Yeah,
asked, sorry,
no,
somebody asked,
go
how
ahead.
did you make out with the pup from last night? Somebody brought a stray pup they had found in Niles. Nobody came forward, and that dog was taken to the Trumbull County Dog Warden, and hopefully the owner came forward. I didn't hear anything, but that's the last that I know. Shayla, we got to work on your camera work here.
I'm trying to get a comfortable spot because they're kind of taking up the whole bed.
Zane. So tomorrow, what time are you going up to One of a Kind?
Well, when I told you I was going to go in the morning, but I just double checked their address and then I noticed they don't open till 11.
Okay.
So I guess we're not going to head out till I'm going to wait till lunch is over. So we probably won't leave my house till like 11:15. So
Okay.
it's about an hour drive. So we'll get there a little after 12.
Absolutely excited. So this is Zoe. Can you zoom in on Mr. Zane one more time?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey. Can you wake up, everybody? Wait your turn. Take that one. Okay. Back off. There you go.
Oh, so Jenny Ann asked, how much did his Thunder shirt cost?
You know what? I had a $15 credit at the Canine campus, and I also bought him some Composure. So I'm not exactly positive what the total came to for just the Thunder shirt.
Okay.
But I will be happy to find that out and post it on the page or let Jason know exactly. And I know they're on Amazon and stuff, and I know they probably are different prices for different sizes. But
Okay.
I would guess, I really can't even guess because I don't want to give you guys the wrong information.
Well, it looks like it's working out good for him, and everybody's looking forward to tomorrow and you finalizing his adoption. And so, will tomorrow be his official got you day, or is it going to be the day that he first came into your life?
I mean, I don't know how that. I assumed it's adoption day, but as far as I'm concerned, he's been mine since Sunday. So, I don't know, Jason. What do you think?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah. Did they choose something?
Zoe tore up her toy.
No, these
Yeah.
dogs and their stuffing. So
Yeah, I kind of give up because I just cleaned it up the other day, and she went nuts the other night, and I just, hey Zany, come back, come on, buddy, come
well,
on, you're famous.
I'm gonna let you get them situated, and we're going to
No.
switch over to Caitlin and Envy. But let's just get one more nice, well-lit shot of Zane with his sister, who evidently likes to take the stuffing out of things.
Yeah. Zoe.
Yes, I see. She's doing a number on something. So
Yeah,
that is Zoe, and let's see, Zane. And there's Zane.
hey buddy.
All right, well, oh, what's that on the ground? That's stuffing.
Yes, you will find my house is very stuffing filled because
The
I
dogs
just,
like
kind of,
to
the
the
dogs
dogs like
go
to chew
crazy.
the toys.
Yeah. Although Zane is not destructive yet, he just kind of chews on his lightly. So, and then I put it away before bed. So he, he's
Okay.
not, Zoe's the destructive one. Zane just kind of likes to get his all slobbery. So, yeah.
All right. Well, keep us up to date tomorrow, and I'm sure I will talk with you. And good night, Zane. Good night, Zoe, and good night, Michelle.
Good night.
All right.
All right. Good luck
Bye.
with everything. Send our love to I
Mika.
can't even think right. Mika. Yes, I can't even see her right now because I have dogs in my face. Okay.
Wow. I'm looking at the floor. She really did a number on that thing, had a lot of stuffing in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. So that was Michaela with Zane and Zoe, who Zoe must be related to Jackson because it looks like she likes to tear the stuffing out of things. So now we're going to bring in Caitlin with Envy. So let's see how I can do this. You know, we're just learning as I go. Let's see here. Let's see. There's Caitlin, but I can't. Let me see here. Why can't I click on her? So I got to find her first. Hold on one second. I got to look and see where Caitlin's at because it's not letting me request her. Caitlin, are you on your phone or are you on the desktop? So we'll see where she's at. I don't know where Caitlin's at. Oh, she's on her phone. All right, so let me see. I think she just commented. It's not letting me. Huh. For some reason, it's not letting me add her now. Add viewers to your broadcast. Invite. Let's see here. Hold on. Kait. All right, so looks like Caitlin, I just invited you. Hopefully she gets the invite and we can bring her on. Let's see. So still not able to bring Caitlin on yet. Caitlin, did you get an invite? Says you're invited. Done. So we're trying to bring Caitlin on. I'm not sure why it's not working. It's saying that, yeah, I mean, I should be able to go back and forth between everybody. Even when I click on, yeah. So hold on 1 second. We're going to see why I can't bring Caitlin on here. Huh. Uh, I hate technical difficulties. So, why is Zane on bed rest? Is heartworm positive? Caitlin, are you still there? It's because it's saying that I don't have access to your camera. Hold on 1 second. We're trying to bring Caitlin on. Always have some technical difficulties. Yeah. Caitlin, is your phone sideways? That could be it. Yep, Mika has been eating. She's doing really well. And as soon as I can get Caitlin on here, I imagine it's because her phone's not sideways. That could be it. Because if your phone's not turned the right orientation, then it won't let you accept the request. So, not sure where she's at. Let's see. I don't see her yet. Keep trying here. Well, I'm not sure where Caitlin is right now. I don't know if her phone died or she's having some technical difficulties. But as soon as we get that resolved, she'll be on with Envy. So we'll talk about Mika for a little bit. She's doing. Oh, can you try to invite me again? Caitlin, is your phone turned sideways? Like it's got to be right. It's got to be the landscape mode. Yeah, she wants an invite again. So let's try this again if I can invite her. Let's see. Kaitlyn. Done. Shoot. It already says invited. So that won't work. Let's see. Let's try to do it again. All right. Let's see that. Sorry, we're just trying to figure out what's wrong with why I can't get her on here. Um, let's see. Add viewers, KAITLYN, done. And I don't have any way to uninvite her. So, Caitlin, I don't know if you can send me a request and see if it will work that way, because right now I can't get you on. Because I see all these viewers that have cameras next to their name, but can't get you there. Here we go. So she does have a camera now. So let's see. I think I can get her now. She should show up in green. No. Why the heck is this? Caitlin, did you hit the button to join the video? Here, oh wait, there it was there and then it disappeared. Hold on. Where the heck it was there? What the heck? Hold on, we're gonna get this figured out, because I saw her and it said add. Well, for some reason I can't bring her on, and I don't know why. Let's see here. I should just be able to add her. No. It says she's invited. So I'm not sure what to do. I might actually have to oh, she said she is restarting her phone. Okay. So let's see if that works. So this is Mika. Mika is doing a little bit better today. Got her a water feeder today. She ate some hamburger and rice. Went outside today. I fell in the mud. Hey, girl. Hi there. So I do have some exciting news about Mika. Every Dog Matters Rescue has graciously decided to take Mika under their umbrella. So what that means is tomorrow you can go to this website that I'm going to pin right now, and you can fill out a foster or adoption application for Mika. So we're going to go ahead, and I just put the link right now, and I should be able to pin it. So there you go. If you want to give Mika a forever home or even a foster home, there's the link starting tomorrow. Go on there, submit your application, and help me help her. Now let's see if Caitlin is back on. it's still saying no camera. So I haven't seen anything from Caitlin in a few minutes, so I don't know if she's still restarting her phone. All right, you restarted. I don't have a request. Can you send me a request? Because I see you on the camera right there. Okay, we've got it. Caitlin is coming on. I'm adding her right now. It should say connecting.
Oh, that's a bad angle.
All right, good deal. So everyone, this is Caitlin, and she is with Envy.
Hello. Envy's a little tired.
So for those of you who are not familiar with Envy's story, a couple nights ago, Caitlin reached out to me and said that she had gotten this dog out of a bad situation in East Cleveland, taken the dog to my vet who did an ultrasound, and they found a mass on her spleen, and the surgery and stuff was going to run upwards of $1,400. And my vet said, well, why don't you contact Jason Cook and see if he can raise the money for you? And she did, and it was like 11:30 at night, and we raised more than enough money for sweet Envy to get her surgery. And so, Caitlin, can you tell us everything that happened yesterday with Envy?
Yeah, so it was considered an emergency surgery just because with that tumor on her spleen, it can create a pressure point, and if it was to break open inside of her, it would have been a very poor situation. So we kind of kept her relaxed, didn't let her jump, did limited stairs, and then they fit us in yesterday for an emergency surgery towards the end of the day. It was about 2 hours, and they removed her spleen and the tumor, and they also spayed her. So it is a pretty large incision.
Yeah, I see there. Yeah.
So she has to have it in for 14 days, and she's on some pain medication for the next week. So yeah, she finished last night around 6:30, and the vet called me and confirmed that everything looked okay. Her other organs looked okay, and they sent the tumor off to be biopsied, and I'll know in the middle of next week the results of that. So
Who did the surgery?
Dr. Clayton did the surgery, which I'm very happy because he's a very good vet. He really seems to care, and he gives you a lot of information. And he called me himself to let me know how the surgery went, so I was very happy with him.
Did he see anything on the spleen or the tumor itself that had him worried?
He said that he didn't want to get my hopes up, but he said that the tumor itself was not like breaking down to a point where it looked like it was maybe breaking off and like just breaking down. He said typically when he sees that, that's a bad sign. So he said, he doesn't want to get me too excited or get my hopes up, but he said that it didn't look bad for being a tumor, I guess. I mean, a tumor in general is bad, but I guess not as bad for being a tumor.
Okay, and so they sent that out for biopsy, and you'll get the results in a week or so, you said?
Yeah, he said about 5 days. It might take a little bit longer since this whole weekend is a holiday weekend. So we'll see. And she's on some pain medication, and she's pretty much just been sleeping all day. She's been eating and drinking good, and she's got up to go to the bathroom, and she seems pretty happy. So she's comfortable.
I was actually shocked when I saw her. She had her surgery on Tuesday, right?
She had her surgery yesterday on Wednesday.
Oh. Well, Oh, and so you picked her up this morning, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so yesterday is when I saw her.
Yeah.
I was shocked at how short her legs are. So,
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
was
I did
pretty
not
short,
expect
but
that.
she's 83 pounds.
Wow.
She's a big girl.
Uh, well, she looks like she pulled through the surgery good, and I'm sure you're anxious to get the results back.
Yeah, and I was anxious to get her home. I woke up first thing this morning and waited for him to open, and they told me that she was doing good this morning and I could bring her home. So I was excited to get out there and get her.
Has she been able to eat or drink?
Yeah, she's been doing really good. She has ate and drank today, and she's been getting up to go outside and a treat. So she's
Well, those
doing
are
good.
all, yeah, those are all good signs.
Someone
And for
said
those
she's a little meatball.
and for those of you who aren't familiar with Envy's story, not only did Caitlin get Envy out of a horrible situation, it sounds as though Envy's actually going to be staying with Caitlin forever. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
just because, we don't know what her diagnosis is just yet. So I am going to keep her with me, just because I know that regardless of what the outcome is, she's going to need a lot of exercise and attention and care. And I know that I'm able to give that to her. And it would be really hard to, find a home that's appropriate for her and someone that I could trust. So I just feel that at the end of the day, I'll feel a lot better if she's with me.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna argue with that. I always feel that way.
Yeah, and she's
Uh,
adjusted really quickly here, so.
so does she have to go back for a follow-up, or what's on the horizon for her aside from the biopsy results?
So she had the surgery at the location in Kinsman, and I'm going to be taking her in 2 weeks to get her stitches removed at the location in Middlefield with Dr. Jenny Dunlap, which is who I take my dogs to. And then, yeah, I'm not too sure about, what the route is, if depending on what her results say. So I guess when he calls me in a week, he'll tell me where we're going from there.
And obviously, when he tells you, you'll tell us.
Yes, I will keep
So,
everybody updated.
well, hopefully he uses the word benign.
Yeah.
Certainly, we don't want to see malignant. Uh, she, you'd never know that. I mean, she looks more alert than Mika does, and Envy just had a pretty major surgery. So,
Yeah, she's in pretty
don't be,
good spirits considering that she just had surgery last night. I think that she's recovering really well.
yeah, she is absolutely gorgeous.
Say thanks.
So, anything else that you've noticed about her? Any peculiar habits? Any cute things that she does that kind of like captured your heart?
Well, she's very sweet. She's always excited to see me, and she makes really good eye contact. So like if I'm outside with her, walking her, she always looks back to make sure I'm still right next to her and kind of like she's looking at me for approval. So she always looks at me right in the eyes, and it gets me every time. She's really sweet.
Well, she's certainly a gorgeous, gorgeous pup.
Yeah, I ordered her I don't have any dog beds at my house because my dogs tend to tear them up. So I've probably had about 15 in the last 2 years, and all of them have ended up in the garbage. So I don't have any beds, so I did order one for her on Chewy yesterday. So that should be here tomorrow for her, so she doesn't have to get up on the couch.
I'm very fortunate that none of my dogs chew things.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
laughing when you were talking to the lady who adopted Zane, because she was saying that she has all the fluff all over her room, and I was laughing because that's exactly what my living room looks like right now.
And I'm actually kidding. One of my dogs actually chewed up an entire furniture suite. Another one chewed up my mattress. So
Yeah, I only have one dog. My one dog, Petey. He doesn't, and it sucks because then he's left with no bed to lay on because my other ones chew it up. But he sleeps in bed with us, so he's okay. But
So while I have you on the phone, are you familiar with the other dog on your screen, Mika?
I was looking through your feed recently, and I did see something about her. Is she a result of BSL?
Yeah, in Gerard.
Yeah. I'm pretty familiar with it. I've done a lot of petition signing when it was going on in Canada. And then I also follow a guy who lives in the United Kingdom who has 2 pit bulls, and he's had both of them seized and taken from him. And thankfully they passed whatever ridiculous test they do on them. So they were returned to him, but he's had to move multiple times to keep his dogs, and it's just awful.
Yeah, I imagine that if you lived in a community that didn't allow dogs like Envy, you'd probably just leave.
Oh, definitely. I've had pit bulls ever since I grew up, and I guess just the way I was raised is if you're going to have them, you better take responsibility for them. So, and I couldn't see myself without my dogs. So they would definitely, I mean, honestly, that's why I live where I live now. I was renting and I wasn't allowed to have dogs. And anytime I would try and call to get a new rental, they would tell me no because they were pit bulls and they're not considered a family pet apparently, or a safe pet. So I had nowhere to go. So I had to buy a house with my boyfriend so that we had somewhere to live with our dogs.
Yeah, it's a shame that because of how a dog looks, people can't get housing, they can't get insurance. They oftentimes can't even have the dogs. And so Jenny Ann has a question. Does Envy get along with other dogs?
Envy does not mind other dogs. I live in a development, and when I take her out for her walks, she doesn't even look twice at them. She did meet my one dog, Mac, and she did really like him. They got along well. My female tends to bark and growl at her when they get close, and Envy does get a little upset and growl a little bit, but I think that just with a proper introduction and some pack walks, they'll get along. But yeah, for the most part, she's very good with other dogs.
Did they give you an age for her?
Yeah, he told me that she's 7 years old.
7. Okay, that's a good age.
Yeah, and the vet, I think, when I took her originally, they looked at her teeth and her eyes and stuff like that, and they said that it looked about appropriate. So they think that that he was being truthful about her age. So.
Do you know if she's a Steelers fan?
Actually, nobody in my house watches football, so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. She also she was living in Cleveland, so she might be a Browns fan.
I know you're new to Aubie Live, but we're not allowed to say that word on the show. I'm just kidding, of course. The only reason I was saying that is because Mika has got this little Steelers blanket that she kind of is resting on, and so I just got to thinking that I wonder if Envy likes the Steelers. But so, anyways, back to Mika for a second, Caitlin. When you look at the video of Mika over the past few days, she's obviously depressed.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, what would you say to public officials that, actually encourage the passage and enforcement of laws that target dogs simply because of how they look?
I think it's just like with people. We shouldn't be prejudiced and discriminatory towards people based off of how they look, and I think that the same should go for animals. You know, I've read a lot about BSL, and I know that they measure their rib cages because pit bulls are known for having larger rib cages, so they use that as a determination of whether or not they're a pit bull. And yeah, I think that I don't know, I wasn't raised to think that way, so I just don't have that mindset. And you would hope that other people don't either, but obviously they do. So I think it's definitely a shame, and it's the dogs pay the price because of it. Once again, at the hand of humans, it's just like they never get a break between the breeding, the dog fighting, the abuse, and then there's elected officials that judge them, and they've never even met them before. I think that they never get a chance.
Yep. And I have a great shirt here for you to read. So this is, it says, "Ban stupid people, don't ban dogs."
Yeah,
So,
I like to buy sweaters for my dogs, and my one dog has a sweater that says "Ban ignorance, not pit bulls."
that's it. You know, we don't have a dog problem. We have a people problem. You can just Google animal cruelty every morning, and articles will come up about people mistreating their pets, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It just really is. Well, she looks, I mean, both these girls, they look so content. Obviously, different situations. Envy came from sounds like a life of breeding and neglect. And thankfully, Caitlin got her out of that situation. And then Mika, obviously, she was ripped from her home because of a horrible law.
So I'm
But the
kind of
one thing that,
sorry.
what's that?
I'm kind of not familiar with what happened. Was she she had a good family, and then just based off of where she lived, she got pulled out of her home, or do they have to acquire a permit for her, or how do they do that?
So she lived in a home with 3 other dogs that look like her, and the city of Girard began issuing citations to the family and threatened legal action because in the city of Girard, dogs that look like Mika and dogs that look like Envy, they're not allowed in the city. And so finally it got to the point that if the dogs were not removed from the city limits, they were going to face criminal charges. So he reached out to me 3 weeks ago or so, and one dog got adopted up at Friendship. One dog is in a foster home with Angels. You know, this is Mika, and Miami is still at the home.
Oh, that
So,
sucks that they all got taken from their family and from their pack.
yeah, it's been hard on the dad, and you know, he's not the poster child for like the perfect owner,
Mm-hmm.
but he loved his dogs, and you know, the only thing that I think I wish I could have changed is that he would have had them all spayed and neutered, but that is not why they had to leave the city, and they weren't running at large. You know, they weren't acting aggressive. They were simply told to leave because of how they look.
Yeah,
And
it's a shame.
it is, and I mean, I know she's depressed, but hopefully she'll come around. And it looks like they're both sleeping for different reasons. I think Envy's sleeping because she's trying to recover from surgery, and Mika, I don't know.
I think that their resiliency surprises us every day, and I think that she'll bounce back. They're tough. I was just telling my boyfriend earlier that it's amazing that she lived a life in the basement in dirty conditions and was bred, and she's still just so happy and, you know, just always looks forward, and she's just so loving.
Yeah, It's you know, and the other problem is she likes to be around other dogs, and
Um,
it's been really difficult. She seems to get along with Winston really well, and when Winston comes in the room, her demeanor changes a lot. So I think the fact that not only does she miss her family, I mean, she misses having a dog to play with.
yeah.
So I guess we could actually see if Winston is available.
Yeah, I'm keeping my dog
Winston,
separate right now from Envy just since she's recuperating. And every time I take her upstairs to take her outside, she cries and wants to go upstairs to see my dogs just because she's lived with other dogs her whole life.
come on, Winston.
Mhm.
So this is Winston. Um, so that's Winston. I got to get the food out of the way. Move. So that's Winston, and then that's Mika.
Aw, they look like they could be siblings.
They could, and she's still a little nervous around Winston, but she likes to guard the bed. But they actually went outside today, and they did pretty well. But she likes to guard the bed. So, but yeah, I just wanted everybody to kind of see just like how similar they are.
Aw.
They look a lot alike. But when they're outside, they're fine. But just like Winston, she doesn't like anybody to come on her bed.
Maybe she had to fight for a spot having 3 siblings at her old place. I know if my dogs get in my bed before I do, I don't have a spot to sleep in.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'm gonna get Winston back out. Go ahead, Winston. Hold on one second, Caitlin.
Okay.
My life is full of gates and doors and there. So kind of just oh, you dingbat. Come on. Out. He hops pretty good for a dog.
Yeah, he was like, psych, that gate's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna hop over the gate. Oh, you gotta stay. So, was that your boyfriend? Your boyfriend? Huh? Come on, girl. Ah, good girl.
Well, hopefully she starts adjusting and feeling a little bit better. Are you just kind of keep fostering her for now and trying to find her a home?
Yeah, so I actually pinned a post on this video. She's actually now part of Every Dog Matters Rescue. And anybody that's interested, you know, can click on the link and fill out a foster or adoption application for Mika.
Oh, wonderful.
Hi. Yeah, she's coming along. Good.
Hopefully she can get a home with other dogs to be a part of a pack again.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Envy is out for the night.
She's been sleeping for most of the day. I just gave her pain medication, so.
What did they prescribe? Carprofen?
She got Rimadyl. And then, let's see. Tramadol, Rimadyl.
Okay.
And then she's on cephalexin for an antibiotic for her skin infection.
Yeah, so, yep, she's definitely going to be out for the night.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to updates. Hopefully, over the next few days, she'll return to her spunky self. And then, you know, I'm glad that we were able to raise the money to get her surgery.
Yes, it was amazing.
And for anybody that's wondering, the only reason that this dog is possibly alive and was able to get her surgery is because of all the support we got on social media for Envy. And so, Caitlin, you've actually been sending out thank you notes.
Yeah, I collected a list of all the names of people that donated, and I scrolled through the comments to send out thank you notes to everybody. If you didn't get one, it's because I couldn't find you. I tried typing in some names, but obviously 10 other names come up when you type in one name, so I wasn't sure who some of them were. So there are a few that did not get sent. So if you didn't get one, thank you very much. I didn't send one out to you just because I couldn't find you on here.
And some people, they donate anonymously, and so it can be difficult at times.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the surgery went well, and I look forward to hearing lots of updates, and hopefully she has a long and happy future with you.
Yeah, I'm hoping. We're trying to stay positive.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck with Envy, and stay in touch.
Yeah, I'll
And
keep everyone posted on my page, and thanks for everyone who's been asking about her.
oh, there's nothing to donate, Tina. This was actually a couple days ago that we did an online fundraiser for the dog you see on the right. She needed to have her spleen removed because it had a mass. But no, there's nothing to donate to now. We were just talking about thanking everybody that helped Envy with her surgery. And she had her surgery yesterday, and she came home today. So there she is. All right, Caitlin. Well, I'll end up probably talking to you in the next couple days. And if you need anything else, just let me know.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Good night, Envy.
Say night. All right, thanks, guys.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, bye.
So that was Caitlin with Envy, updating us on Envy's surgery, which was yesterday, and she picked her up today, and she seems to be doing better. It's be a major surgery. So what else can we talk about here? If you weren't joining us earlier today or tonight when we started, this is Erin Greenwood, and she is an author, advocate, journalist, and she's actually going to be coming on Aubie Live within the next week or so to talk about a new book that she has coming out. So I guess Aubie Live has gotten to the point where we get world-renowned authors that want to come on and not only talk about a book that they have coming out, but their love for animals and what they do to help our animals. So that's going to be coming up within the next week or so. She'll be talking about her book, which is called Your Robot Dog Dies, I believe it is. Sometimes I get the name mixed up, so that should be pretty interesting. Looking forward to that. This is Mika. I wish there was more to show you with her, but this is kind of how it is for her right now. It's she's just I think she's depressed, obviously. But she is eating, she is drinking. She does have a boyfriend, but they can't be in the same bed together. So, like when I had her outside earlier today, it was really muddy, and we had a good time. And then I let her out again with Winston, and they just they walked around each other. But when I brought Winston in here now, she was like stay the hell off of my bed. So she does not, she doesn't want to share her bed with anybody, and that's okay. That's okay. But she'll come along. Oh. And I don't think she even fully trusts me yet. I have to move slow with her, just kind of baby steps. You want Daddy to get you a treat? Huh? Come on. Daddy, get you a treat. Hold on. Get her some treats. Mika. No? And it's little things like this. I mean, the fact that she's willing to take a treat from me. You know, a lot of dogs won't eat when they're stressed out. So it's just all about building trust with her. Yeah, so Helen's talking about this person named Dakota. When we were doing the fundraiser for Envy a couple nights ago, this person named Dakota came on and said, I'm going to donate $500 to Mika's surgery. And then he kept saying, oh, I can't do it on PayPal. It's not working, blah, blah, blah. And then I think he asked for somebody's banking information. Yeah, I remember Helen. No, as far as I know, never came through. So got to be really weary. Don't ever give your personal information to anybody online. Because number one, you don't even know who you're talking to, unless you're like physically talking to them. And you never know who might be watching and steal your identity or who knows what. So it appears that that was a fallacious or false donation in an attempt to get somebody's information. And it's sad that people do that. But have Mika's former owners kept in touch with me? Aside from making arrangements to try to get Miami somewhere, no. It was kind of like a clean break. It was hard on him when Mika left, and when she hears those treats, and she's like, yeah. Yeah, he wanted banking account numbers and stuff. So thanks for actually reminding me so I can go and make sure that I remove that person from my follower list. Yeah, she's been eating pretty good. She had some hamburger and rice earlier. And she's drinking, taking treats. Doris. No, they tried to get banking information when we were raising money for Envy. Yep, she got spayed yesterday, actually. Does the previous owner watch my video? I don't think so. No, Mika hasn't met Aubie yet. Has she wagged her tail? No. No signs of playfulness yet. It's part of it is I'm still recovering from surgery. I think a bigger part is, hey, she misses her family. But, we'll get there. She seems to really like these treats. Bark, Beast of the Feast, pork and apple dog treats. So, all natural, soft and chewy treats, made in the USA. Pork, apples, coconut, made without corn, wheat, or soy. And just a reminder, tomorrow, I don't know what time Aubie Live will be starting because I'll be at Cleveland Hopkins Airport picking up 3 cats from Puerto Rico. I believe their flight arrives 6:30 p.m. So as soon as I, get to the airport and confirm the flights on time, then I'll let everybody know what time I'll be broadcasting. And we should be able to see the cats, being unloaded in the cargo area, and then me picking them up. And then they're going to be going to Westside Cats in Youngstown. Hey, one more. One more. One more. There you go. So did she let me sleep on the bed last night? Yep. She slept right at the foot of the bed. I don't actually know how either of us got any sleep because I had that stray dog here that did nothing but bark all night long. And so her owners were never found. So she's at the Trumbull County Dog Warden's office as we speak. So both of us were a little tired this morning. Good girl. Come on, come up to daddy. Come on. Come on. Good girl. You know, I was able to get a collar on her today, so she has a Dasbeer Martin Gale collar on. So that's positive. It's hard to walk her on a leash. She doesn't do very well on a leash. So if you're wondering how you can help Mika, there's a link to Every Dog Matters Rescue that I've pinned. And starting tomorrow, you can submit adoption applications, foster applications for Mika. She's going to be a challenge wherever she goes. And so I just encourage anyone that is considering bringing Mika into their home to know that, you know, it's going to take time with her. A lot of changes going on in her life, and no sooner will she get comfortable here, and then she'll move on to somewhere else and might have to start basically all over again. So we'll get her to where she needs to go, just like we did with Zane. You know, Zane got adopted because we promoted Zane. I had Zane on every night, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and then I, by the grace of dog, found somebody. And that's what you got to do. You know, I hate to compare getting dogs adopted to, say, selling cars, but I mean, there's a lot of parallels there. You know, people come in, they want to bring a dog into their home. You know, they might have a lot of questions, and so you've got to know a lot about the dog. Just like a car salesman, they've got to know a lot about the car that they're trying to sell. And when you're trying to get a dog adopted, you've got to know a lot about the dog. You've got to relate with the adopters, try to build a relationship of trust with them, and it could take a lot of work. And you don't always get the dog adopted, but you just keep on trying. And so I always say, instead of, you know, they say, what can I do to get you in this car today? I always look at it as, what can I do to get this dog into your home today? And sometimes it's not that easy. Has she eaten yet? Oh yeah. Yep, she's eaten, she's drank. Obviously, she just had a bunch of treats. She's she's looking for more. She is definitely looking for more. So what I wanted to do tonight is just real quick. This is a song that I really love, and it's about dogs like Mika. And I sing to it a lot. And so let's see here. See if I can get it to play on my other phone. We'll see here. Possibly. The name of this song is Pitbull Hallelujah. So that's Pitbull Hallelujah. I just Google it, and I like the song. It kind of really speaks at the problem that we have, namely people. We don't have a dog problem, we have a people problem. Somebody's asking about an adoption fee. That's something that you would have to ask Every Dog Matters. I don't know what the adoption fee is, but certainly you can shoot them over an email or private message them, and they should be able to answer any questions you have. So tomorrow night could be 6:30, it could be 7 o'clock, could be 7:30. I'll be at Cleveland Airport, and you get to see 3 beautiful kitties arriving from Puerto Rico. Obviously, they're still reeling from the devastation from Hurricane Maria. There are 3 kitties that a local rescue, Westside Cats, has decided to give an opportunity at a chance at a new life. and they're beautiful kitties. So picking those cats up tomorrow, bringing them back to Youngstown, Ohio, and they should be up for adoption next week. And I'll be pushing for those kitties to get homes and all of the kitties. What else can I touch on? Of course, Passover is Friday, Easter Sunday. So, got big holiday weekend coming up. So I hope everybody has family to spend with. If not, your dogs. Yeah, they're going straight to rescue, Kelly. Nope, the kitties are going to West Side Cats tomorrow night. Do I think I'll be able to part with the orange tabby? You must be talking about Garfield. Yeah, I'll be able to part with Garfield. So I can't think of the other two kitties' names off the top of my head. Yeah, Aubie Live will be on Easter. I mean, Aubie Live is every night, and Easter Sunday, my grandma will be on, which should be entertaining because she is a riot. So, yeah, every night I do a broadcast, whether it's 1,000 people watching or whether it's nobody watching. Jesse Schwinneman, how is Envy doing? Envy and her mom were just on here a little bit ago. Everybody's doing well. She's recovering from her surgery. Can I get alerts, please? You have to go somewhere in the Facebook app and somewhere in notifications to be, there's nothing that I can do per se. So here's a couple good questions. How's Serenity May doing? Excellent. Serenity May's puppies? Excellent. April? Excellent. Zane? Excellent. So lots of good news going on right now. Is Mom Becky going to be on Aubie Live? Actually, Mom Becky's mom is going to be on Aubie Live Sunday, which is my grandma. No, she's not been licking her incision, so she's not had to wear her cone of responsibility. No news on Coda, no news on Daz. Takes time. Brianna says, can't wait to see my grandma. I can't either. It's gonna be quite interesting. She has dementia and beginning stages of Alzheimer's, so she doesn't have a really good memory of things that are going on currently. But when I talk with her about days gone by, she knows everything, absolutely everything. So she'll be able to talk about her childhood growing up. At one point, my grandma had 100 cats. She had rescued 100 cats. So she'll be able to talk about that. And her love for animals. Obviously, my grandfather's love for animals. So yeah, things, and obviously that's how my mom was raised, and then that's how I was raised. I think she's sad. Yeah, I certainly think that she's missing her family, and she'll get there.
Just takes time. Wendy says I have it on, but nothing ever comes on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else the problem could be. So maybe try reinstalling your app.
I'm gonna actually take a picture real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I exited out of the app so I could take a picture. Yep, still going to see Grandma this weekend. All right, well, that's really all I have for everybody tonight. Definitely tomorrow it's going to be exciting. Like I said, I'll be picking up kitties, lots of beautiful kitties. So really excited. And just as my shirt says, ban stupid people, not dogs. And that's really what it comes down to, so that we don't have to have situations like this where dogs can't be in their homes because of how beautiful they are. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got to see 3 gorgeous dogs tonight. Obviously, you got to see Mika, you got to see Zane, you got to see Envy, and you got to hear from their adopters, how things are progressing with them. You got to hear from me, which may or may not be the highlight of your night. Who knows? All right, I'll see everybody tomorrow night from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport with 3 kitties. Good night. Oh, wait, before I go, check out this. I want everybody to see this. And since the broadcast, this is extra. So you can stay if you want, but I've been playing with these filters. So these are filters that I've been playing with. So that's like this apocalypse filter. That. This is kind of like, the old style camera footage filter. I think that's a really neat one. Let's see, what was another good one that I was messing around with? This one I just came across. It's kind of like a sketch filter, which I think is pretty amazing. What else do we have? That one's not good. Yeah, that one's kind of cool. But if you're ready to get dizzy, then this one will do it to you. Like I was practicing with this one earlier, and it literally, I mean,
like I got motion sickness from it. These are some things that you can explore on Facebook Live. Yeah, they've got some really amazing technology going for them. So we'll end it on this crazy one. All right, good night, everyone.